Ice Spice, the young female rapper who seemed to slide from a dark and obscure place into the spotlight with dizzying speed.
Give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me! Just give it! Damn!
Is a classic story of this digital age, a world where the TikTok algorithm has almost complete control to lift individuals from the underground into the world spotlight in no time, and Ice Spice is one of the most striking cases of that phenomenon. Like lightning striking without warning, she suddenly appeared and rocked the music world with an almost magical virality. But behind this story of glamour and instant popularity, a much deeper question arises: is the Ice Spice phenomenon really based on talent, or was she just a product of the inevitable algorithm machine, a one-hit wonder that would slowly fade away behind a wave of new trends?
When me and all my sisters was in school, I remember they would talk about, oh, this girl's bullying me.
Yes, girl.
Let's take a step back and see where it all began. The suddenly viral song Munch, Feelin' You, was the catalyst for Ice Spice's flash career. It achieved anthem status for the trend-hungry younger generation that could be easily shared on platforms like TikTok. With simple yet sharp lyrics, peppered with a lighthearted rebellious attitude, Munch exploded in various corners of cyberspace, thanks to thousands, if not millions of videos that capitalized on the song's catchy hook and rhythm. But wait a minute, is there really any substance to this song? Or is it simply a product of an industry built on virality rather than quality? Many feel that Munch is a song that is more suited to be called a momentary trend, rather than a true piece of musical art. And this is where we begin to find cracks in the foundation of the Ice Spice phenomenon. As the larger music world began to take notice, many wondered if there was enough depth behind this instant popularity, or if it was just sheer luck.
Smoke brought this new life back to it, and I was just obsessed. He's one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to
TikTok, which is now known to decide the fate of many new artists, often creates instant celebrities who appear as quickly as they disappear. Is Ice Spice really any different? Or is she just another product of a system that glorifies virality over quality? Early fans of course screamed that she brought something new to the hip-hop world, but sharper critics saw this as a classic sign of a modern music industry more interested in momentary trends than long-term development.
When me and all my sisters was in school, I remember they would talk about, oh, this girl's bullying me or this girl's bothering me, and I'm like, f that bitch, smack that bitch. I would tell her, tell that bitch be ugly. You know what I'm saying? Give it back to her, double it and send it back.
And we can't talk about the Ice Spice phenomenon without touching on the lyrics. The lyrics of Munch Feelin' You have become something of a mantra for the TikTok generation hungry for instant entertainment. The line "you thought I was feelin' you" has become a simple icon phrase that keeps getting repeated across platforms. But, as is the case with many things that go viral, the appeal of this line is short-lived. Beneath its catchy surface layer, there really isn't much substance to boast about. It's a trend that's so easily repeated in the world of TikTok music, where light, catchy lyrics take priority over deep messages or narratives. And this brings us to the main question: can Ice Spice be more than just catchy lyrics and brief virality?
Ice Spice right here, right here. Ice Spice right here in the middle.
Ice over here for iHeart right here.
The next issue that began to peek through was how the music industry responded to Ice Spice's surge in popularity. Enter Drake, an almost godlike hip-hop figure when it comes to validating new talent. When Drake showed interest in Ice Spice, it was almost like fate was working in his favor. In a world where Drake's approval can lift someone from the darkness into the global spotlight, this was a big moment for Ice Spice. But, as with many quick success stories, drama soon followed, just some time after Drake showed his support. He suddenly unfollowed Ice Spice on social media, leaving an unsolved mystery. The world immediately speculated, was this a sign that Drake had changed his mind? Was there a personal issue behind the scenes? No one knows for sure. But one thing that is clear is that Ice Spice's every move is now under a microscope, with the music world watching her every move to see if she can really survive.
Open the shade, open the shade.
However, Ice Spice didn't stop there. She forged ahead, expanding her career reach with her next big move, a collaboration with Nicki Minaj. This was a pivotal moment that established her as more than just a viral star. Nicki Minaj, known for her selectivity in choosing collaborators, decided to work with Ice Spice. This was not a random decision. Nicki Minaj is an icon in the rap world, and choosing Ice Spice as a collaborator signaled that she saw great potential there. But herein also lies the problem: is this collaboration really based on recognizing Ice Spice's talent, or is it just a smart commercial move to maintain relevance in an era where everything can change overnight? Does Nicki see Ice Spice as a true musician with staying power, or is this just an industry play to reap as much benefit as possible from the virality? And, as if the world wasn't shocked enough, Ice Spice then rocked the industry again with an even more shocking collaboration: Taylor Swift. The two stars from very different musical worlds came together in a project that seemed strange at first. However, this collaboration proved one thing undeniably: Ice Spice, despite perhaps having a tenuous start in the rap world, was able to break through genre barriers and reach a much wider audience than expected. This is no small achievement. Taylor Swift, one of the biggest stars in the music world today, didn't team up with anyone, but the question remains: is this a sign that Ice Spice has rare cross-genre potential, or is it just another example of how the music industry uses viral moments to reap the maximum benefits before trends change? Beyond all these great collaborations and spikes in popularity, there is one element that continues to draw criticism: twerking. At first, twerking was part of Ice Spice's stage persona, a powerful statement, a rebellion against traditional norms. However, as twerking continued to be the only trick on stage, more and more people began to feel fed up. What was once considered a symbol of sexual power and freedom began to seem like the only weapon in Ice Spice's arsenal. Even in freestyle moments, where normally a rapper would showcase his lyrical ability and spontaneity, Ice Spice prefers to twerk, leaving many of her fans with a sense of disappointment. Instead of seizing the opportunity to showcase her musical skills, she seems to rely more on her physical appearance, which raises further questions. Does Ice Spice really have enough artistic depth, or is she just playing an easy-to-sell role in an industry more interested in hype than substance? And these criticisms get louder when we start talking about Ice Spice's lyrics. At first, many fans were captivated by her lyrics that sounded fresh and full of attitude. However, over time, more and more people began to note that the repeated themes in the songs were too monotonous, overdoing it on topics such as shallow relationships, glamorizing life, and lavish lifestyles with no essence made Ice Spice's lyrics sound hollow after a few plays. Often, they also touch on topics that, for many listeners, feel strange and irrelevant. "I miss Poppy but I never smell," or "you ain't even fart," for example, left many wondering if there was a deeper meaning behind this, or if Ice Spice was just trying to provoke attention with nonsensical lines. Of course, loyal Ice Spice fans will always defend their idol by saying that these lyrics are just part of her persona, something that shouldn't be taken too seriously. However, for critics and more analytical observers, it's a sign that while Ice Spice had great momentum early on in her career, there may be a lack of artistic depth and growth needed to remain relevant in the long run. And, as is often the case in music, rapid popularity comes with rapid drama. Personal drama began to surface, with rumors circulating that Ice Spice mistreated her friends during tours, conflicts with other artists, and an inability to handle the pressures of an increasingly heavy industry. This is the true test of an artist: not just how they rise to the top, but how they handle the pressure when on top. In the end, the question we have to ask is, does Ice Spice have what it takes to last long in this harsh world of music, or is she just going to be a star? See you next video. Peace.